In this video, I'm going to show you how to protect your worksheets and your workbook. So if we go over to our Excel spreadsheet, and I'm working with 11 Contoso employees. So if you're in my class, it's the second step-by-step in lesson 11. My file's still called what it was when we started the lesson, but I'll show you how this works. So we're on the Social Security worksheet, and you should have your worksheet protected from the last project, but we're going to put the password in L11 exclamation point E01 L11. You have to always reconfirm it. Okay, so now what that's going to do, if any of our cells are locked, so to know if they're locked, you go to your Home tab, go to your Format button, go to your Format Cells, but we can't do it here because everything is locked. And if you notice, we can't change anything really. We can delete our sheet, but that's because our workbook is not locked. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to Performance. You'll see, well, that one's locked too. Let's see. We go to Unprotect Sheet, and I put in my password because I've already locked this one. All my features come back, and I can delete things in cells. But as soon as so let me show you real quick. So format cells. You want to make sure it has a check mark. By default, Excel locks all your cells. It puts a check mark in that little box. So once you put a password in, everything is locked. If you want to make it so someone can change something when they don't have the password, then you need to unlock it. So if they're using it as a calculation worksheet and they're putting a value in and it's doing a calculation for them, it's like a calculator, then you need to unlock the cell that they're putting a value in or putting their name in or whatever if they're using it as like a form. So now what I want to do is I want to go to my Review tab and I want to click Protect Workbook. And we want to protect the structure. So we're going to use the same password. It's going to ask me to confirm. And now, if you notice, I go back to Home. Let's save it real quick. We can't delete, we can't rename, we can't move, we can't do anything with this tab. And so what it's doing is trying to keep you from changing the structure of how the workbook is set up. So you can't manipulate the worksheets by moving them around or changing the colors of the sheet or changing the name or deleting the sheets. You can't do anything major. You can still manipulate the cells within the worksheets if they're not protected, but you can't actually change the structure of the workbook. And that's how it is to protect your worksheet and your workbook.